Hey guys, Forgotten Dreams here, and welcome to the very first rendition of Forgotten Reviews. Yeah! My buddy Dusky Novel asked me to do a review of one of his readings, so here we are. So let's get to the nitty gritty out of the way, okay? I'll be using a 5-star system with 4 categories: narration, voice acting, sound effects, and music. At the end, there will be an overall score and helpful tidbits to help those I review to get even better stuff out there. Better quality, better stuff. Yay! The story that I am reviewing is A Nightmare Reviewed, a Freddy Krueger Equestria Girls crossover grimdark. But I digress. Let's get started, shall we? First off is narration. His narration was decent. A bit rushed in some parts, and a few sentences of struggling with words, and the enunciation and whatnot. Now, this could have been because of a number of factors. It could have been grammar issues within the story itself, or he could have just lost his place. These things happen. Though, as a reader, it is your responsibility to know those grammar issues and how to pronounce difficult words before you record, and adjust accordingly. So, for narration, I'm going to be giving him a 3 out of 5. Now, let's get down to voice acting, the hardest and most difficult. Oxymoron. It's not true, the same thing. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sorry, Dusky, but I didn't believe your characters for an instant, really. It felt as if you were just reading lines instead of actually acting them out. Now, I can forgive not being able to sound like an already established character. After all, we all are different, and we all put our own flourishes on impersonations. But like I already said, it really didn't feel like they were believable. The best part would have been Sunset being scared in the beginning and Krueger's first line, but after that they were inconsistent. We have talked about this before, but for everyone else, let me make this clear. It really helps if you do your characters on different tracks. That way, you can put emotions into your lines instead of just reading them. By putting them on a different track, you can put in real emotions. Real emotions make lines more believable. Not to mention you can add editing effects that will only affect your lines and not your narration. This is a big thing. But yeah, voice acting is really hard to do. And I'm sorry, but it's a 2.5 out of 5 stars for you, Dusky. Now, sound effects. This is the second hardest thing to do. Dusky's selection of sound effects that he used was pretty good. He was able to put them in the right places for the right amount of time. He didn't overdo it, which sometimes can be hard, speaking from experience. But he did really well. There were maybe 1 or 2 scenes that could have used sound effects or different sound effects, but that's just nitpicking. He did very well. Now, personally, I would have used different sound effects, but that's alright. I will be giving him a 3.5 out of 5. Ooh, we're getting there. Last, but certainly not least, is music. As you guys know, I use music in virtually all of my videos. Now, the way he used the background music was really well done. It was neither too loud nor too soft. It was at just the right volume to let the music prick at your skin. It was also a good selection of music as well. And it takes me hours on end to do that, to find the right music. Sometimes you just have to settle, but he did very well for himself. I will be giving him a 4 out of 5. Well, look at that. We are now at the end. So let's see Dusky's overall score, shall we? Drumroll, please. 3.25 star rating. Now, before anyone says anything, this is actually a pretty good score. Especially by my standards. Because I have really hard standards, and I just tap my mic. Oh well. It is really difficult to get a 4-star rating with me. And extremely difficult to get a 5. You have to be nigh perfect to get a 5-star rating with me. On anything. So yes, go look at this video. You guys will enjoy it. 3.25 star rating out of 5. That's not bad at all. Until later, guys. Ciao. Bonus round! You guys thought it ended there, didn't you? Come on, guys. Look at the timer. We are now within the bonus round, where I will be giving insight to help those improve who wish to improve, which should be everybody. Okay, now, first off, Dusky, I know you have been improving since this fic was released, but here is some grains of salt. Try slowing down your pacing a little, okay? It doesn't have to be like my videos where it's super slow, but if you slow down just a little, it will keep your listeners engaged. I guarantee it, alright? Also, try enunciating different words within a sentence. See how it affects it. After all, this does make things more interesting. And look at that, I lost my place. Okay, found it. Now, as for voice acting goes, here's a simple trick that helps. Get in front of a bathroom mirror, say your lines with different emotions. If you believe yourself when you say the line and the emotion that is given within the story, you did it right. If you don't believe yourself, then you need to practice a bit more. If you are feeling bold, you can change the line so that it fits within your emotional range. Though I wouldn't really recommend this, as it is very, very risky to do. If you change it too much, it becomes misplaced within the story. And then you'll have to redo it. So only do that as a very absolute last resort. Okay, guys? Now, as far as music goes, I'm not going to touch that one. Because otherwise, this little video will be at the bare minimum, guys. Bare minimum, an hour long. Because I will go into full-on lecture mode. And you guys really don't need that. Now, as for sound effects, you either have to spend hours, if not days, like me, looking for the perfect sound effect. Trust me, it is very hard to do that. Here's what I do. If you can't find it, you have to make it. Sometimes it is so much easier to make the sound effect than to go looking for it. But I digress. How did you guys like the maiden voyage of Forgotten Review? Do you like it? Would you guys like to see more of these types of videos? If so, comment down below for a story that you guys would like me to review. Until later, guys. Sweet dreams.